It's not that hard to be kind. Your hate is showing. Number one, you know what also is not that hard? To not spread misinformation just because it fits your personal narrative. Because it's facts. Because it's the fucking truth. Because it's what all y'all keyboard warriors do. I know some of y'all don't exactly like the truth because it doesn't exactly align with your feelings.
Whenever we speak about transgender genocide, this is what we are talking about. The country of Russia.
Oh look, we changed more definitions without anybody else knowing. What a surprise. So you do realize the actual definition of genocide is intentionally killing a certain group of people, right? Google is free. The Holocaust is a prime example of genocide. I'll sit back and wait for you to pull up actual proof that this is happening because everyone and their mother knows that it's really not.
Moscow, AP. The upper house of Russia's parliament on Wednesday unanimously approved a bill outlawing gender-affirming procedures, sending the measure to President Vladimir Putin to be signed into law. The move extends the Kremlin's drive to protect what it views as the country's traditional values. The bill, which already was approved in the lower house, bans any medical interventions aimed at changing the sex of a person, as well as changing one's gender in official documents and public records. The only exception will be medical intervention to treat congenital anomalies. It also annuls marriages in which one person has changed gender and bars transgender people from becoming foster or adoptive parents. Lawmakers portray the measure as protecting Russia from the Western anti-family ideology, with some describing gender transitioning as pure Satanism. Russia's crackdown on LGBTQ+ people started a decade ago when Putin first proclaimed a focus on traditional family values, supported by the Russian Orthodox Church. In 2013, the Kremlin adopted legislation that banned any public endorsement of non-traditional sexual relations among minors. In 2020, Putin pushed through a constitutional reform that outlawed same-sex marriage.
When you made that comment, though.
Whenever we speak about transgender genocide, this is what we are talking about. The country of Russia has just enacted into law a new law that attacks all transgender people. It removes all trans people from all gender-affirming care. So that is hormone therapy, puberty blockers, surgery, hair removal, voice therapy, everything. And this isn't only transgender youth, this is trans adults as well. This is essentially going to force all trans people in the country to medically detransition, because without hormones, they're not going to be able to maintain their medical transition. For those trans people that have already had gender-affirming surgery, they can't produce hormones naturally, so their bones will grow brittle. They will experience health detrimental effects. On top of that, the law does many more things. It actually takes all of the trans people and removes all of their legal documentation. It annuls all marriages that transgender people have. Likewise, it makes it so that trans people cannot adopt kids in the country. And for now, although they say that the kids that are already adopted are going to be grandfathered in, we don't know how long that's going to last. I'd also like to say that these policies are being pushed by people in the United States as well. We have seen numerous bills targeting trans adults in the United States. And right now in Florida, we have seen Governor DeSantis enact a law that has made it enormously difficult for transgender adults to get care, essentially banning most of them from getting care. We've also seen conservative figureheads like Matt Walsh, Michael Knowles, and others state that all gender-affirming care should be banned. The reason why this is a genocide is because they're attempting to eradicate an entire population of people. They're essentially making it so that trans people cannot adopt. They can't go out in public legally. They can't use the bathroom legally. They can't access medication that is proven to improve their health. We've already seen that access to gender-affirming care reduces suicide rates by 73%. Banning gender-affirming care will kill people. Lastly, we're already seeing the transferring of kids away from transgender people. And so all of these policies combined do amount to the UN definition of genocide. I feel so badly for all of the trans people in Russia, and I just have to say that I give you my solidarity.
You can think I'm hateful all you want.
That's how
I
you
don't
do
give
it,
a shit.
shit. Like,
Me calling out somebody who is claiming that there is an actual genocide of people going on right now when there really isn't is not being hateful. It's telling the truth. So on that note, have a life you deserve, Howard. But that's not my fucking problem. That's a personal problem, and you probably need to resolve it within yourself. Because I told you that if you want to come play with the big dogs, don't get mad when you get bit and then you got your tail in between your legs. Anyway, have a night you deserve. So why are you getting all butthurt? You talk so much shit, but then don't expect any actual outcome from it. Bet, like I said, say that to somebody's fucking face. I bet you won't. And see what the fuck happens. So you're a grown-up seeking validation of your feelings from a group of children who are not even old enough to read or write on their own yet? Secondly, your personal opinion on me does not affect my life in the slightest. You should not be educating them. Have a day you deserve.